We got family, right? Right? Friendship.
Family and friendship is together.
We got finance, right? We got physical. What's it called? It's not physical. Fitness, right? Yeah.
Finance. Faith.
It might not be spelled right. Faith. What's the fifth one?
Fun.
Yeah, fun.
And add friends to your family.
Okay, so what we do this week for that?
Okay.
What'd you do this week? Oh, the last 2 weeks.
We didn't have one last. Yep. Okay. So we went to the movies together yesterday. Watched Wakanda Forever.
That was good.
Fitness. I worked out. We had scrimmages. I know. Yeah, I saw it. Faith. Finance, right? I made some money in the green light thing. In the what's it called? Stocks. Investing.
For sure.
I made $5.
Yep. Okay.
I made $5, right?
You made $5, or you invested $5?
I invested $5, and then I made some money back. I don't exactly remember how much, right? But I made some back.
Okay.
And then fitness, right? We had scrimmages. You know, I got better with my defense on the playing with the 8th grade. That was fun. Faith. We just watched church. Fun. We watched Wakanda Forever. The Blues. Me and Matt was hanging out with Paris and Lexi.
Okay, cool. All right, Maddie, what did you do for?
Can I leave now?
No, Maddie. Ooh, that's super close.
Zoom out.
Maddie, what did you do for fun? What you do? So go through your $5.
For family and friends, we watched Big Shot.
Go up there.
Yeah, you got it, fam.
No, you can say up here too.
No, you got it, big bro.
Okay.
For the first one, family and friends, the family watched the Big Shot together.
Yep.
Our family series, and for finance, I invested in stocks and got a little bit of money. Well, I invested money. For fitness, I had practice the whole week, and I had scrimmages and got better. For faith, watched church this Sunday, and for fun, got closer with teammates over the scrimmages, and I'm done.
Okay. All right. So you can stay up there. So, babe, for your $5.
Fun. I went to a Halloween party and a wedding. Faith. I've been praying more and meditating. Fitness.
Okay. So.
I have done my workouts. Struggled with my back a little bit, so didn't get all of my workouts in. Finance. I had a good work week, so have some cash to put aside for Christmas. And family and friends. I went on a walk with Sister Bay and had dinner with some girlfriends and lunch with some girlfriends.
Nice. All right, for me, family and friends. Had breakfast with my mom. That was super cool. And then we helped some friends get married this past week, so that was awesome. On the finance side, I'm always working in the business, but let me think what I did to actually move the needle this week. I gotta come back to that one. On fitness, I got my runs in. I decided that I'm going to start training for a triathlon, so on my Wednesday is always going to be pool and running, so swimming and running. And then on Sunday, today, is going to be biking and run, and I'll bike for 30 minutes and ran for 4 miles. Faith, had church with family, fun, probably go back to the wedding. We had a lot of fun at the wedding. And going back to the finance piece, continuing to get smarter in finance so that I can help my clients. Okay, cool. All right, so Maddie, I'll switch you up.
Yay!
All right, let's talk about lesson of the week. Kind of already gave the lesson of the week to you guys just the other day.
Your head was like all the way cut off.
Okay. Thank you. Do I need to back it up?
Yes.
Yeah. You're good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so this lesson of the week is the word non-negotiable. I think this is kind of been a reoccurring thing here for us. So we talked yesterday a little bit about non-negotiable. What's non-negotiable mean to you guys when you hear non-negotiable? This is the part where you answer.
Will you not negotiate with something?
Okay. What does that mean when you're not negotiating? So when something is non-negotiable, what does that mean?
You can't negotiate out of it. You have to do it.
It's something you have to do. Okay. So there are things that you have to do, right? So there's the things that you maybe want to do, and there are things that you need to do. Need to and want to. But when something is non-negotiable, that means that you do it even when you don't want to do it. That makes sense? So, the conversation that the three of us had the other day was making, something non-negotiable. So anything that you want to get good at, you got to pick 1 to 3 things that are going to be non-negotiable for you to be good at. So let's name some things that you may want to be good at.
Basketball.
Okay, let's start with basketball. So you want to be good at basketball. If you want to be good at basketball, name 1 thing that's non-negotiable that you have to do every day.
To dribble or shoot, like get ready, like to work out.
Okay, so you have to be very specific. So it can't be to dribble or shoot. You have to be very specific. So what is 1, 2, or 3 things that's non-negotiable if you want to get good at basketball? Micah?
I stretch every day so I'm able to play.
Stretch every day so you can play. So that's non-negotiable. That means you do it even when you're tired and when you don't want to, because you know if you're stretching, then you're not going to hurt and you're going to be able to play, correct? So that's a non-negotiable. So there should never be a day that goes by that you don't stretch. That makes sense? Maddie, 1 non-negotiable for something you want to get good at. Are you going with basketball too?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that, but I could say volleyball.
Okay. I don't care. It's your
I
goal,
know, I said
sweetheart.
volleyball.
Okay, so what are you going to do every day to get better at volleyball? You're not in volleyball season right now, so what are you going to do?
So I don't do anything with volleyball then?
So this is where this is where the goal setting comes in at. When you have to decide what you want to be great in. Okay? So there is going to be things other than basketball. Let me give you an example. I want to be exactly. See, the chinchilla is trying to tell y'all what's going on. He knows what's going on. So here's the deal. Let me give you guys an example, okay? Because you're not really connecting the dots. I want to be a great husband, okay? So my wedding vows said that I give my wife 3 kisses before we go to bed. That's non-negotiable. So even if we're not in the best place and we're not arguing or disagreeing or I'm tired, I give her 3 kisses before, and they're not the best 3 kisses, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But I give her the 3, so that's non-negotiable because I really want to be a good husband. Somebody may want to play a sport, but maybe they don't want to be the best at the sport. I'm talking about you thinking about what it is that you want to be the best at, because that's what you have to make non-negotiable. So if you just want to be okay at something, well then you're not going to make any non-negotiables, right? But if something that you truly want to be good at, you have to make some non-negotiables, and those are tasks or activities that you do every day, okay? Somebody may want to be great in their faith. So let's say somebody wants to be great in their faith. Well, what do they have to do to be great in their faith every day?
Practice their faith.
Practice their faith. So they pray, right? So people want to be great. So this is what you guys to understand. You have to decide what you want to be great in. That's not for us to decide that for you. That's for you to decide. You may want to be great in basketball. Maybe you want to be great in volleyball. Maybe you want to be great in, Spanish, right? So if you want to be great in Spanish, what's the non-negotiable that you would do every day?
Practice.
You would practice Spanish every day, right? So is that learning a new word a day or whatever the case may be? So that's what we talk meaning non-negotiable. But you first have to decide what it is you want to be great in. Okay? That make sense? That makes sense? Okay. So, babe, did you want to add anything here? All right. So that is the family lesson of the day. You have to decide what you want to be great in. And after you decide what you want to be great in, then you need to list your non-negotiables, things that you do every day. Maddie, let me give you something to think about. You play multiple sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you want to be great in both sports. That's fine. What do you need to do every day in order to be great in both sports? What's something you could do?
To work on the things that I struggle in with both sports.
That, but you're in different seasons right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to be working on your volleyball and basketball season because you wasn't working on your basketball and volleyball season. So what can you do every day to help you get better in those sports? I'll give you one. Eating and drinking your water and taking your vitamins. You could do that every day, and that's going to help you get better in your sports, regardless of what season you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, getting your water, getting your protein, and eating your meals is super important for you to be an athlete, regardless of what sport you're in. Make sense? So that should be your so if you was to list your non-negotiables, maybe 1, 2, 3 non-negotiables, drink water at every meal. There you go. Have protein in every meal. And have, what you say, babe, maybe 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables a day to get started.
Mm-hmm. 2.
Yep. And you make that your non-negotiable. So you don't go to bed unless that's done. That's what non-negotiable means. So like today was super cold outside. It's 32 degrees. But I made a non-negotiable that I was going to run every day. I didn't make any excuses. I got up, I rode my bike for 30 minutes, and I layered up. I said it's going to be cold out there, so I found gloves, I found a hat, had a couple layers on, and I went out and ran my 4 miles. So I've made running non-negotiable because what I want to be great in is I want to be great at keeping my word and doing what I said I was going to do. And I said I was going to run every day that Gran fights for her cancer. So I want to be great at keeping my word, and I want to be a great son. So I made it non-negotiable that I run every day. Okay, anybody got any questions over non-negotiable? You guys kind of understand why this is really important?
Mm-hmm.
The greats, the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, the Venus and Serena Williams, the LeBron Jameses, the inventors, all those people, if you ask them what they have non-negotiable, they'll tell you. Their health is non-negotiable. You know what I'm saying? They train, you know what I'm saying? They don't miss practices, they don't miss workouts, they made it non-negotiable, right? Some of them, even to the point of what they eat, is non-negotiable. LeBron James, he made it non-negotiable that when he got famous, he was gonna bring his friends along with him. So his entire team is made up, you know what I'm saying? His business team is made up of his childhood friends. Non-negotiable. Yes?
Is one of your non-negotiable, like for you, was one of them like when you fast or when you ate like a certain thing a day? Like,
No. So that's a great question. So when I was on a kind of like a diet plan,
mm-hmm.
it wasn't that was non-negotiable, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do that every day, right? You know what I'm saying? I was just doing it for that point. I was just doing the diet for that period of time, right? Now something I do every day is I kiss my wife 3 times. That's non-negotiable. And right now, my other non-negotiable is I run at least a mile a day. Mm-hmm. So those are my 2 non-negotiables. And then as I start to think about other things I want to be great in, then I'm going to figure out what's the 1 or 2 things that I can do every day to be great in that particular space. Michael, you got a question?
So like, you kiss Salty just 3 times a day? Like that's just your thing?
No, before they go to bed.
Before I go to bed, she made me promise. She said I need 3 kisses before we go to bed. So I kiss her 3 times.
Most of them are pretty pathetic, but he doesn't.
I saw you like that.
Yep. Are there any other questions on this lesson? Okay, cool. All right, great job, y'all. Jeffries family meeting have come to a close.
Cut!